and welcome back to Old Fashioned Graces. Today we are decluttering the bookshelf once again. So I did this sometime in the summer, and it definitely needs to be done again. Now, I am not a minimalist when it comes to our books, nor do I want to be, but books do get destroyed here because we let our children read them and use them all the time. So they do get destroyed. There's books that I've borrowed and need to be returned. Maybe some of them that I'm just not really interested in reading that much anymore. Sometimes I read a book once and then that's it. So let's go through and see what we can get rid of. I'm going to start up over here. This is a lovely book about Mother Teresa or St. Teresa of Calcutta. Fantastic, like, coffee table book. I've read through it several times, and I think I'm going to pass it on to someone else who can enjoy it. I borrowed this book from my in-laws. Going to return that. Returning this to who I borrowed it from. Returning this to who I borrowed it from. Returning this one to who I borrowed it from. My husband was looking for this book, so I will put that on his bed. All the children are outside playing except for the baby who's asleep, so we're going to see if we can get this done before she wakes up. These are all my World War II books, so we are keeping those. I think I'm going to get rid of this book. Am I the only one that has an entire section, let's see, from here to here of etiquette books? And yet still somehow manages to stick my foot in my mouth all the time. Alright, and these over here are my husband's, so we're going to leave those alone. This one, some cobwebs. This one needs to be returned. I'm going to read this book or attempt to read it, and if I just are not that interested in it, I'm going to get rid of it. This one is going to go for one of my children to read, as is this one. So I'm going to go take care of these. That goes up there. This is another one I'm going to try to read, and if I'm just not interested in it, I'm going to get rid of it. These don't belong here, so I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to get rid of this. I was going to use it as a bookend, but turns out we don't really use bookends, and I don't want it to fall on anyone's feet. So this will probably go to scrap. We do use this, though. Oh, in addition to my etiquette books, I have homemaking books down here, too. Because, well, these things are important to me. And I have a Louisa May Alcott and Louisa Maud Montgomery stack, too. Dr. Laura Schlesinger's The Proper Care and Feeding of Marriage. It's a great book. I'm going to read again. I'm going to declutter this one. And this one. Parenting books are great and all, but if you don't read them, they're just clutter. And a lot of times I don't read them. I think I'm going to pass this on to someone else. Some trash. deal with this. This is my husband's book. This is a really cool book. It's called Exploring Nature with Your Child. I am not at the point in my life where I'm going to be using this. It's really cool. It goes through a lot of different things, but I have learned that for me in my homeschooling journey that there are some things I love the idea of that fit very much with my philosophy of teaching, my philosophy of living, but don't fit for our stage of life and are most likely not going to fit for our stage of life for years and years and years to come. So I'm going to pass this on to someone who can use it now because not everyone's at the same stage I am. Another book that I need to read to see. I haven't read this one yet. I don't like to have books I haven't read yet on the bookshelf in case one of my children reads them because who knows what a book will be. So I'm going to read this one and see. I need to read this one. This is a Boy Scouts of America book. Let's put that up there. I need to read this one as well. These are all ones that I need to read. I'm going to keep this book just because it's pretty, but I'm going to put it up here. These also need to be read. I have a headless paper doll that I need to fix, so hopefully that will get done today. This is just a really cool reader book that I'm going to put up here. Knock Jesus down. Alright. If you have not read North of Saginaw Bay and the White Squaw, particularly if you live in Michigan, you are missing out. Very hard to find books, but really, really well written. I read both of them in one day. So, very good. Apparently I have 2 copies of Pollyanna. Alright, let's see. This is a really excellent book. We're doing a podcast episode about this book and a couple others if it hasn't come out already, but I really love this book. This book actually needs to go downstairs. We're going to work through it with the kids. Emily posts the Guide to Good Manners for Kids. I've heard great things about it, so I'm going to flip through it, and assuming it's good, we're going to do it together. Definitely need to reorganize, but we're not going to do that today. Also, 2 copies of Calico Captive. I might end up getting rid of some. The Salvager by, what's his name? The Life of Captain Tom Reed in the Great Lakes by Mary Frances Donner is really, really good. I need to look through this list here of other books and look them up and see if my husband would love them, because this is one of my husband's all-time favorite books. I have 2 copies of this. I don't even like the book, but it is a classic, so I'm getting rid of the second copy. You know, you're a Jane Austen fan when not only do you have the complete collection, but you also have several of her novels. If you're looking for a collection of wonderful poems, this book I highly recommend. It is very old. My husband's grandmother used it when she was going to school for early childhood education, and it is very beloved. It's just called The Green Book, and he has several of the poems in here memorized from her, as do his siblings, and our children are learning some, which is really cool. So this is a great book. Another of my husband's books. And a Strong's Concordance. This is a fantastic book as well by Kimberly Hahn. Really good. Alright, now we're going to start tackling this. We're going to start down at this end. Back to Basics is one of my husband's books that I need to go up high. I'm also just going through and pulling out any that are too worn and or we're not really reading. We do not have a lack of books, so I'm only keeping our favorites, because as much as I love As much as I love books and our kids having a lot of books, we still need to be able to function. All right. I think that will do it. Perfect? No, but definitely an improvement. I have a full basket of stuff that belongs somewhere else. So yeah, let me show you the grand reveal, and I'll show you what we have in our basket. This is the basket of stuff that needs to be thrown away and or given away or returned. Thank you for joining me today. I think we made a lot of progress, and we were able to do it just as the baby's waking up. I'll see you next time. Bye.